All right. First question. What issues inspired you to run, and how will you tackle them?
Okay. Well, I think one of the big issues that really kind of made me take that last step into the race is the school board and the district have kind of been making news, frankly, for a lot of bad reasons lately. And my wife is a teacher, and my kids both go to school in the district, and I really felt like they should be able to have a career educationally, and my wife as an educator that doesn't have this kind of drama surrounding it and should be just nice and smooth. And I think the board needs to get away from these politics and this drama and just get back to the job of simply conducting the business of the district and nothing more, and looking out for our students and our teachers and just the rest of the community, and getting away from all of the bad things that have been kind of swirling around here lately.
What do you think is the greatest challenge facing the district?
See, I think probably one of the biggest challenges is we've got a very, very diverse community in Amarillo. And we've got folks that are on the south side that have very different backgrounds and very different socioeconomic situations than people on the north side or the east side. And so I think one of the biggest challenges we have is to figure out a way to get the educational system that's beneficial for everybody. There's not a cookie cutter system that just this works for this person, this works for that school, and this works for that community. And they've all got to be different because there's not any one way to educate everybody. There's a different formula that goes across the board. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge we've got, is finding the best way to educate all of our individuals throughout the district.
Okay. And the final question. In the year since Parkland, there has been a school shooting on average every 12 days. What security concerns do you have in Amarillo, and what's your position on arming school employees?
In terms of the security situation in Amarillo, I think the bond measure is probably doing quite a bit to try to address that. My concerns have always been, when you go to a lot of these elementary schools and other campuses, there's these portable buildings that are outside, and those just seem like they're just quite a bit more exposed. I know other situations, including recess and PE and other situations where our children are just outside. There seems to be some kind of exposure there that's concerning, but at the same time, we just can't get around those things. We can't just lock ourselves in fear of these things all the time. We have to be able to conduct our lives, and I think the district's taking appropriate steps to secure our classroom and secure our facilities as best they can. And then as far as arming teachers, that may be somewhat inappropriate for a district this size. I think when we're looking at very small districts that, think of, like Panhandle or White Deer or something like that, that might be something that would be feasible. But I think in a place that is as large as Amarillo, it seems like it would be very hard to govern, very hard to police, and we just have such a wide variety of people with such very different opinions on that particular issue that seems like that would be a really hard issue to tackle and push through. And it's not something I'm personally motivated to try to do. I think we need to take appropriate security measures and take those steps within the classroom, but not necessarily arming teachers and educators. That doesn't seem like it would be a prudent step right now.